Welcome back to Masters competition at the 2015 World Bowling Senior Championships. This is step number 2. We cut the field down from 24 to 8. And now we will have 7 games of match play. Top 8 men and women still alive with their total pinfall from the 18 games of qualifying and the 6 today. These are now matches against their person they're lined up with. So an extra 20 bonus pins goes to the winner of each match. If they happen to tie, they get 10 apiece. If you do not win, you get 0. So we had the big 297 from Canada's Todd Sim in the finale. That was enough to get him into the 8th spot. We'll get you a rundown of both the men's and women's folks that are left. Our matches currently on 31-32 on the women's side. Germany's Martina Beckel is taking on Mexico's Margarita Ramos. And on 33-4, an all-Canadian matchup, Ray Vervink taking on John Chapman. In between the squad, we had our presentation for all events medals. Chapman taking home the gold for Canada. On the U.S. side, Lucy Sandlin recording the victory and getting her 3rd gold medal of the event. I am Aaron Smith with USBC Communications, and we are live at Sam's Town Bowling Center in Las Vegas, Nevada. This is the final day. We'll have the medal round after these 7 games. The top 4 will advance. And that's going to conclude the 2015 World Bowling Senior Championships. It's been an amazing ride. I'm glad many of you have joined us along the way. And in case you want to see any of the action you may have missed, of course, check out the archive at youtube.com/bowltv. You can follow matches as they're ongoing using the live scoring link in the description below the video. There's also a link to the standings, so we'll go over that right now. On the men's side, the USA's Lenny Borsch Jr. leading the way with 52-40, 2 pins ahead of teammate Ron Moore, 52-38. Then a gap to 3rd place, so Lenny and Ron looking in pretty good shape. A lot can happen in 7 games, especially with bonus pins. Mexico's Manuel Garcia moved into 3rd with a big 251 in the finale. He's at 50-76. Australia's Andrew Frawley in 4th, 50-61, so he's the cut line right now going into the final block. His teammate Sean Cummings in 50-46. Canada's John Chapman, we're watching right now, in 6th. He's dropped a few spots today. He was number 1 coming into today's action. He is at 50-35, taking on 7th place teammate Ray Vervink, 50-27, and Todd Sim once again 297 in the finale to get the 8th spot. He's at 50-11. The big game knocked out the likes of Jan Nordberg, our silver medal champion from 2013 of Sweden. First out at 49-77, and Venezuela's Arturo Hernandez finished 10th at 49-74. The other U.S. competitor in the field, Johnny Petraglia, finished 15th at 48-81. On the women's side, Lucy Sandlin still leading 49-01, holds a 72 pin cushion over teammate Robin Romeo at 48-29. Sweden's Suzanne Olsen dropped to 3rd in the final 2 games. She's at 4,800 even. Tish Johnson of the U.S. in 4th, 47-79. So she's the cut number heading into this round. First player out, Paula Vidal of the U.S. Still with 4 out of the top 5 at 47-37. Then there's a bit of a drop off. Beckel in 6th, 46-40. Crystal Carlson made her way into the position round in the, into this round in the final game. Was outside, moved all the way to 7th of the 2:17 game at 46-18. And Margarita Ramos was our final player in at 46-14. She was 18 pins ahead of Sweden's Lena Sokkanen at 45-96. So that's where we're at. Once again, we have the 44-foot 44-foot London pattern on the left lane. The 41-foot Montreal pattern on the right lane. So true test of versatility, making some of these big games even more impressive. I know for Todd Sim, that big 297, using a different ball on each lane. We are at Sam's Town Bowling Center in Las Vegas, Nevada for the 2015 World Bowling Senior Championships. The event is going to head to Germany in 2017. We know our champions in every event so far except for Masters. This will conclude the 2015 tourney. And we will know who our defending Masters champions will be in 2017 when today is all said and done. Or, yeah, we'll go with that. Why not? Vervink delivers the strike in the 4th. Chapman with the early lead in the match. Still anyone's ball game. Same story in our ladies match between Ramos and Beckel. If Ramos converts the spare, she'll be down by 2 heading into the 5th. We went from 48 players down to 16, so a much more intimate environment here at Sam's Town. Nearly using all the 56 lanes earlier today. Now just a few of them. As soon as the standings pop up, we will continue to give you updates throughout. Definitely coming down to that final 7th game. And we'll have a much clearer picture of what the final spots are looking like. Once again, you never know. Canada's Sim shooting 297 to go from 13th all the way to 8th. He was about 100 pins out going into that last game and had a few people falter in front of him as he stepped up to the challenge to continue his event. Sim has already claimed a silver in singles and a bronze in the team event. once we get to the medal round with the top 4, all pinfall will drop. And it'll just turn into one-game semifinal matches. Winners will advance right here behind 31 and 32 for the final match, one-game match. Beckel with a great conversion of the 2-4-7-10. Ramos delivered the strike, so she now holds the advantage in this game. No one letting up in the Chapman-Vervink match. Teammates certainly rooting on each other. Would love to meet up again in the semifinal or final round along with Todd Sim. Definitely some bragging rights as Ramos delivers the first double on 31 and 32. She'll jump ahead by 12. Chapman still with the 11-pin advantage on 33 and 34. This is the 7th frame. Our all-events champion delivers the strike. Him and Vervink teamed up to win silver in doubles, where they fell to Colombia in the final match by a single pin. Definitely one of the ones you should check out on the archive. A very crazy finish to that one. If you haven't caught it, I won't tell you this time. I've said it a few times throughout the week, but definitely worth checking out, along with a lot of the other great competition. Get to see competitors from 33 different countries throughout the week vying for medals in singles, doubles, team, all events, and masters competition. Shot from Ramos. She's going to have a lot of work to do in these final 7 games, but shots like that will certainly help her race up the standings. So Vervink goes through the nose and leaves the 3-6 in frame number 7 and chops it. He's got to put his max in the 230s now. Chapman can still get to 280 this game. Both Chapman and Vervink have trouble on the right lane with the 41-foot pattern on back-to-back shots. Vervink goes high, Chapman goes light. Trouble for Ramos in the 8th frame after Martina Beckel kept the pressure on with a double. See if she can take advantage of the miscue in the 8th. The left-hander, a past World Cup champion. We saw her put on an unbelievable performance in the women's doubles title match with great shots like that. It's her and Gisela Insiger took the United States down to the final frame. The U.S. persevered to capture the title, 430 to 417, but certainly anyone's match heading into the 10th. Ramos takes the 2. She can still get to 221. Beckel still has 240s out there. Back-to-back light shots for Chapman after he was unable to convert the 245 in the 7th. Chapman can give himself a chance to gain a few pins back from striking the 9th to set the 10th. Not the result Vervink was looking for after going to the nose. Misses right this time. Great shot by Martina, 4 in a row to south the 10th. She just needs a mark now and good count and she'll shut out. I should say a good count mark. Strike will take care of it for Martina and she'll get the 20 bonus pins. Margarita does not strike here. Her max should be 211. I think that's what Beckel would be at if she went 9 out in the 10th. Ramos does strike though, still can get to 221, so count still important here for Martina, first shot. The 10th. Thanks again for everyone, or to everyone for joining us here. This is game 1 of 7 for round robin. Martina's going to lock up the 20 bonus pins here. She's going to look to make her run into the top 4. Chapman secured victory as well. Some 20 bonus pins for him too. Real barn burner between Moore and Borsch facing off in the first match. Both players working on doubles, stepping up in the 9th. 3-pin advantage to Ron. Once again, they had a little bit of a cushion between them and the rest of the field, but definitely a lot can happen. Good place for that. The first one in the 10th locked it up. Just try to get the 2 to get to 230. It'll be a total of 250 to her score though, with the win. Every pin very important down here. We've seen people just miss a medal round by even 1 pin. That men's doubles 4th spot was decided by a single pin. Columbia snuck in and took care of business after that. The team of Nicolas Ruiz and Julio Soto defeated the top seed team of Traglia and Borsch. And then won against Vervink and Chapman of Canada. In the final match, 230 for Martina Beckel of Germany. She'll get the win. Margarita Ramos, 200 on the nose. Tough end of the game for Ray Vervink, 181. Not counting practice, this is already game 7 of the day for these these top senior players. They still have 6 more. If you make it to the finals today, that'll be game number 15. The Masters definitely a grind. 2 tough patterns you're competing on from lane to lane, that transition and do wacky things that you can't see and have to figure out, and then just the physical toll of game after game after game. 235 to 181. Chapman over Vervink. So that'll do it for one. Our competitors will move here for game 2 in just a second. Thanks again, everyone, for joining us. I'm Aaron Smith with USBC Communications, coming to you live from the Masters Competition Round Robin 2015 World Bowling Senior Championships, live in Samstown Bowling Center, Las Vegas, Nevada. The U.S. has 4 representatives. Their entire team made it to the Masters round. The top 4, the men is Canada. They placed 3 players into this round. U.S. had 2, Australia had 2, and Mexico rounded out as the final country.
Ready to go to bed? Me too. I'm gonna literally go home and go to sleep. Sure. But let me get with the office. I know. I'll get your number. It's a true story about a spider shooting up.
Our ladies match already underway. All U.S. pairing. Lucy Sandelin and Tish Johnson teamed up to win a gold medal in the team event last night, along with Paula Vidal and Robin Romeo. They're facing off here in game 2 for our men's match. Ron Moore and Sean Cummings of Australia. These two faced off on this pair last night in the team event as well. With the U.S. taking home the win in the gold medal match team event over Australia. Nice shot by Lucy in the second, mixes them up. She did not have the best first block to continue to step 2, but she had a sizable lead over the entire field. Still held on to that #1 spot so far, so we're going to make it 6 more games. Great shot by Ron Moore. He's been locked in the past few days, the only returning member on the men's team from 2013. Putting that experience to good use the past 2 days. Tish in early control here in game 2 of the round robin against Lucy Sandlin. Moore moved into first. Horst dropped to second. Garcia held on to third from Mexico. John Chapman held on to fourth. Frawley in fifth. First player out on the men's side. Cummings in sixth. Ray Vervink in seventh, and Todd Sims rounds out the top
Work day tomorrow.
8.
Got to start the week off right. I do. I try not to drink on Sundays.
Lucy still holding on to the top spot. Ladies side, Robin holding on to second. Suzanne Olsen in third. Tish Johnson in fourth place. Zadad still in fifth. Tish delivers the double. Beckel stayed in sixth. Carlson in seventh, and Ramos in eighth. Those are the scores online. So I haven't seen pop up, or on site I should say. Still haven't seen them popped up online yet. When they do, we'll let you know. Appears all these players won their opening matches with the 20 total up there on the scoreboard. Cummins didn't like it, but Sean's got to take it. Those are the rules. Sandlin with an open, no doubles yet against fellow Hall of Famer Tish Johnson. Tish mixes them up. One of the most accomplished players ever on the PWBA tour. And I think she accidentally bowled on the wrong lane. So we're going to have to get that corrected. Head coach Rod Ross trying to get it all taken care of here. Great shot by Ron Moore in the fourth. Sean Cummings is able to put together a double. So it doesn't matter what Tish or what lane Tish bowls on, she strikes on them all. She must have liked the Montreal pattern a little bit more, so she decided to stay on there. But a strike regardless for 3 in a row. Lucy gets the lean on the 7. So she's going to have to throw 1 or 2 more just like that if she wants to stay in this match. Tish looks pretty lined up on both lanes. United States Moore holding a 12-pin lead, can push it to 22. With a strike. No problem. Lucy runs a little bit high on the head pin, but gets them all to tumble for her first double of the match. Tish comes in super light and leaves the 3-7. Tish checking her footing up there after split in the 7th. It gives Lucy a chance to make up a lot of ground here, getting ready for frame number 8. Nice rebound there by Tish Johnson on the left lane. And Sean Cummings chops the 3-6. Ron Moore in control of this match. 5 out of 6 strikes to start. He's been liking 33 and 34. Also the same pair in the championship match of team event yesterday. Shot 278 to lead the U.S. team. Shot 258 on this pair earlier today. In our 6-game opening round of Masters competition. Tish with the double in the 8th and 9th. So if Lucy strikes, she'll be down 19 going into the 10th. Does deliver, but Tish's match to lose. Great shot to kick off the 10th.
Yeah. I haven't got mine yet. I haven't got mine. I never
She's already going to be in the 220s with decent count here. Can still get to 233. Every pin very important here. She looks like she's well on her way to the extra 20 pins. She needed that strike in the 8th. This would have been just a 3-pin advantage in her favor. Tish going to be in the 230s with good count. Add 20 onto that, essentially a 250 game with the bonus pins. Lucy gets the hit, going to get into the 2 teens. Ron Moore's just made some fantastic shots the past few days. All right, scores have updated online after 1. With bonus pins, Ron Moore at 55.03. Lenny Borsch, 21 behind, 54.82. Then a big separation between the rest of the field. Manuel Garcia of Mexico, 53.07. John Chapman of Canada, 52.90. Sean Cummings was the first player out heading into this game. He was 21 behind at 52.69. Andrew Ferrari, 52.57. Ray Vervink, 52.08. And Todd Sim, 51.96. Those are going to change very quickly, though, since game 2 nearly done, or already done on our ladies pair, nearly done on our guys feature pair. For the ladies, Sandlin got out to the gate strong with a 246, leading by 142, a 51.67 total score, including bonus pins. Suzanne Olsen back into second, 50.25. Robin Romeo, 50.21. And Tish running out the top 5 at 5,003. She had nearly a 100-pin advantage over the rest of the field. Paula Vedad in 5th, 49.07. Martina Beckel, Germany, 48.90. Christelle Carlson of Sweden, 48.22. And Margarita Ramos of Mexico, 48.14. Ron Moore's going to be in pretty solid position to take home another 20 bonus pins. Over on 27-28, Suzanne Olsen going to be in the 260s. Looking to solidify her spot in the top 4. Was already there, but can always have more. So if she strikes on her fill ball, it'll essentially be 268 plus the 20 pins will get her to 288. So she'll gain about 70 pins on Lucy Sandlin. Sean Cummings can still get to 200, but Ron Moore just really needs to stay behind the foul line on this shot and be enough to get the bonus spins. Sweden's Christelle Carlson and the USA's Robin Romeo will be joining us in match 3 on 31 and 32 here at Sam's Town Bowling Center in Las Vegas for game number 3 of the round robin match play. This is the 2015 World Bowling Senior Championships. You're in Masters competition right now. This is the final day of competition, so it's been a great event. The opening ceremonies kicked off on Monday. Competition Tuesday. We've already handed out gold, silver, and bronze medals in singles, doubles, team, and all events competition. Top 24 advanced to today based on their qualifying totals in all events. For both the men's and the women's side, 6 games earlier resulted in a cut to the top 8 to make it to this round. Each competitor will bowl 1 match against every player left in the field on both the men's and women's side. In talking to Romeo yesterday, after the U.S.'s win in the team event, they bowled on 31 and 32. She was not having fun on that pair throughout the tournament. Said the keys for success on 31 and 2 are just leaving stuff you can make and, well, making them. Hoping that's enough. She opens in the first, though, leaving the 6, 7, 10. Runmore at 223. He'll add another 20 on top of that with the bonus spins. So 243 he'll add to his running total. Sean Cummings finishes strong to get to 200, but will get the loss in the match. Looks like Lenny Boris Jr. and Manuel Garcia of Mexico will be joining us next in game number 3. Nice shot by Carlson in frame number 2 for Sweden. She takes the early lead. Kenosha, Wisconsin's Lenny Boris Jr. has collected a bronze, silver, and gold medal so far here in 2015 at the World Bowling Senior Championships. The gold in the team event yesterday. His team qualifying, or his overall qualifying in team doubles and singles, earned him the silver medal as he starts off with the 6, 7, 10. And he teamed with Johnny Petraglia to take home the bronze in doubles. For Garcia, still looking for his first medal in 2015. I'd like to join the ladies of Mexico, who took home the silver medal in the team event yesterday. Looks like still more Borsch, Garcia, 1, 2, 3 in the men's standings. Frawley in 4th. Jumping ahead of John Chapman, who drops to 5th. Sean Cummings stays in 6th. And then Vervink and Sim of Canada in 7th and 8th for the ladies. Lucy Sandlin still on top of the standings. 53.81, including bonus pins. Suzanne Olsen had the big game, sitting in 2nd. Now at 53.11, Robin Romeo holding 3rd. 52.51, Tish Johnson in 4th. She had a nice game. 52.56. Fidad in 5th at 50.78, so definite separation between 4th and 5th on the women's side. Had a good crowd, not only on site here at Samstown, but tuning in to watch this great competition throughout the week. So a big thank you to everyone for their continued support of Bowl TV. We enjoy the opportunity to bring these great events to you. We'll be back at Samstown in November for the World Cup. So my colleague Lucas Wiseman will be out here for that event. Carlson bounces back with a strike in the 5th after the open in the 4th, but finds herself down 3 to the US's Romeo. Back-to-back opens to start for the USA's Lenny Borsch Jr. Finds himself down 21 early, stepping up in the 3rd. Gets him to mix up. First mark of game 3. It's again using 2 different oil patterns here on each pair of lanes. The 44-foot London pattern featured on the left lane, a little bit shorter on the right lanes. The 41-foot Montreal pattern. Lenny can cut the deficit to 11 with a strike here in the 4th. Leaves the 10 pin. Still a 3-pin match. Advantage Romeo on 31 and 32. Scores updated online as well. Just going to run down for the men. Ron Moore leading 57-46, 30 pins ahead of his teammate Lenny Borsch Jr. 57-16. A little bit of separation between second and third. Manuel Garcia of Mexico is facing off against Borsch in third at 55-48. Then there's about 75 pins between him and fourth, belonging to Canada's John Chapman. Perhaps the scrolling information online a little different than what we're seeing on online. It showed that Frawley was actually ahead. But with the bonus pins, that would just explain why Chapman is now ahead overall. But 54-74, John Chapman last one in, only 5 pins behind Sean Cummings. 54-69, Frawley at 54-64. For Vink, 54-18, and Todd Sim, 54-14. So 2 U.S. players at the top of the standings have built a margin between them and the rest of the field. So Carlson can take advantage in this match if she's able to put together a double in the 8th frame. I think she likes it. Runs a little bit high. Maybe asking for it to hold a bit. She converts it. We're dead even. This is game 3 of 7. There is no position round. So just one match against each player left in the field. Lenny delivers the double in the 5th and the 6th. Garcia staring down the 310 baby split. No problem. Textbook on the conversion. Romeo with the 4-6 off her hand. That shot didn't look like it was going to be that high. That is the longer oil pattern, so I was going to push a little bit more, maybe a 4-pin, maybe a 9-pin, but surprising to see the 6 up there joining the 4. Lenny starting to get comfortable on 33 and 4 now. Players will get the opportunity to bowl on these pairs multiple times just because we're using so few, so we might see a few of these folks again. I'm sure they're taking notes mentally as well. What was working in game number 3 if they end up there in game 6 or 7. Realize I read the men's standings, but never the women's. Sandelin up by 70 over Suzanne Olsen, 53-81 to 53-11. Tish Johnson at 52-56, 5 pins ahead of Robin Romeo at 52-51. They have about 170 pins. The next closest competitor, Paula Vidal, 50-78. Martina Beckel, 50-60. Margarita Ramos, 50-42. And Carlson sitting in 8th, 50-23. So outside of a humongous finish from those 4 competitors, it looks like the 4 at the top are creating some distance. Lenny makes it 4 in a row. And despite 2 opens to start off the match, he's essentially drawn this match even. Would hold a 2-pin advantage going into the 9th. If Garcia strikes here, could be more if he doesn't. Manuel takes care of business though. Mixes them up. Romeo can get to 173, so Carlson will need a mark here to officially shut her out. So she will need to convert unless Romeo is unable to make the 10-pin. No problem. Carlson gets just enough of the 2-pin. So she'll just need to stay behind the foul line if Romeo strikes here, which she does. We'll just need 2 pins on her fill ball to record the win. Garcia's getting ready to step up on 34. We need this shot to remain down 2 going into the 10th. Comes in high, leaves the 3-pin. Drops his max score to 216. Lenny on a 5-bagger can still shoot 248. If he were to go 9 spare strike. He would be at 217, so that would be enough to shut out Garcia. Well, looks like Carlson staying on the spare for back-to-back games. Martina Beckel of Germany returns. That'll be enough for Lenny Borsch Jr. to take the win. Carlson starts off great game number 4. Getting a 10 pin to fall. Great comeback after 2 opens to start the game for Borsch. Double and 10th by Garcia, but a little bit too late. He stayed clean in the match, but he's never able to put up more than a double throughout the match. Quite a match between Todd Sim of Canada and Andrew Frawley. Frawley going 279 to record a big win and 299 pins to his score. Tough loss for Sim, shooting 228. That's been good most of the time, but not in that match. 213 for Manuel Garcia. .238 for Lenny Borsch Jr. I think I added that wrong. I was saying he was going to get to 240s. We'll have another Canadian duo facing off on 33 and 34. Ray Vervink and Todd Sim coming up next. In game 4. Game 4 already underway in our women's match. Crystal Carlson of Sweden with a double early on. An opening strike for Germany's Martina Beckel. Tough break for Germany's Martina Beckel in the 5th frame. Threw a great shot, and left-hander left the upper deck 10-pin. She finds herself down 16. It could be 26 if Carlson can toss another strike here. Martina has been making noise on other continents for a while. Past World Cup champion. Has won a ton of stuff over in Europe. Very accomplished player. It's been fun to watch this week. Great story on Todd Sim advancing to this portion of the event, jumping from 13th place all the way to 8th and into the final spot. By firing a 297 game in the finale. We caught the last 3 shots on Bowl TV. He was on 35 and 36. So we moved the cameras over just a little bit, and we're able to see Todd's last 3 shots. Missed the final one right, left the 247 or 2410. But it ended up being enough to record enough total pinfall to move ahead of 5 other players. All right, standings updated on line through 3. USA's Lucy Sandlund still on top for the ladies. 102 pins above Sweden's Suzanne Olsen. 49.01. Oh, excuse me, looking at the wrong thing. 56.29 to 55.27. About 100 pins back from that is Tish Johnson. 54.25. And in 4th, Robin Romeo. 54.24. So they're only a pin separates 3rd and 4th. They're about 100 behind 2nd, and there's about 140 between them and 5th place. Martina Beckel has actually moved up in the standings to 5th, surpassing Paula Vidad. Vidad, the only player on the women's side yet to win a match. Beckel 52.85 coming into this game. Vidad 52.72. Margarita Ramos still in 7th, 52.37, and Christelle Carlson of Sweden 52.25. On the men's side, Lenny Borsch moved into the lead with that win we saw in Game 3, 59.74. He's ahead of Ron Moore by 39 pins, 59.35. Andrew Frawley jumped all the way into 3rd with a big 279 game. But finds himself down 200, or about 180 to 2nd place still. 57.63. He jumped 2 pins ahead of Manuel Garcia of Mexico, who's at 57.61. Australia's Sean Cummings drops to 5th, 56.94, so he's 67 pins away from the number. John Chapman in 6th, 56.56 for Vink, 56.48, and Sim at 56.42, so the 3 Canadian players all down in the bottom 8. Still a lot can be done here, though. We are in game 4 of 7. after our 7th game is complete. We will take the totals, including the bonuses for wins. The top 4 overall will advance to the medal round. It was originally scheduled for 3:30 local time, I believe. I pushed the start back time on our bowl.com page to 4 local time, 7 Eastern. Since we started today a little bit later than we originally had on the schedule, so this round was actually pushed back an hour, or half hour I should say. So if we do start earlier, we will make the changes on the YouTube page, and we will let you know via social media as well when it's starting. You can follow the Sport of Bowling on Facebook at facebook.com/USBC. We're also on Twitter at USBC. 5-pin match here going into the 10th. Carlson with the advantage. Beckel's going to go first. Good shot. Leaves the 7 though. So Carlson just needs to match. Let's get the bonus pins for the win, or she could seal it up right here with a strike. One moves any count since it's just got 1 strike, and she leaves a corner pin as well. Todd Sim, 5 out of 6 so far, looking to make it 6 out of 7. And connects against his fellow countryman Ray Vervink. Vervink a few 9 spares in there, no doubles yet, so he's going to have his work cut out for him. Beckel covers the spare, so now Carlson must do the same. And she takes care of it. She gets at least 6 pins. She cannot lose, so. We'll need even less than that now as Martina finishes up with 196. Carlson will just need 4 pins to record the victory. Interested to see how other players are doing, be sure to check on the live scoring link in the description area below the video. You can see the other pairs that are going on right now. 202 to 196 victory, Carlson over Beckel in game number 4 on the women's side. Todd Sim up 30 going into the 8th frame. Gets the strike. Sim has already recorded medals in singles. He got a silver and a bronze in the team event along with Vervink, as well as John Chapman, who's still on the lanes, and Fred Phillips. Vink staying in the match here. Todd misses. He would get 21 pins back if it was a 9 count. Once again, just be at a very close match. See who comes up next in our ladies feature pair on 31 and 32. Still unfinished business in game 4. For our men's pair. Todd Sim. When we've seen him start striking, he's been taking care of business. Led qualifying in singles. 14-15, 6-game total. So her Vink's max score now 228. So Sim is going to record the victory. So just a matter of seeing how many pins he ends up with. Oh, looks like Paula Haddad has dropped out here in the round robin. Possible injury. Obviously, a lot of games so far. So Ramos will bowl unopposed in this game. Not 100% sure if she has to beat a particular score or if she's guaranteed the bonus pins. Manuel Garcia could have shut out John Chapman with a strike in on the second shot of the 10th, leaves a 7-pin. Chapman goes up and delivers. So he'll need 7 pins to sneak out a victory against Mexico's Manuel Garcia. 258 for Todd Sim. Nice game. And 217 for Ray Vervink. Game 5 going to get underway in just a second here. Ron Moore will be returning to our feature pair, it appears. Todd Sim will stay on 33 and 34. Ron Moore returns. Ron Moore delivers a strike in the second after hitting 9-pin to kick off Game 5. Todd Sim looking for a double to start. Shot 258 on this pair last game. Olavidad did drop out. Actually, not sure if it's an injury or not. I would guess so. There's been a lot of games already this week. But she was pretty far ways away from the top 4. Starting the round robin. So yeah, quite a match. The early going for our men's feature pair. Still waiting for scores to update. When we figure that out, we'll let you know for sure where everyone's sitting as we are getting down to the final few games. Nice shot by Ramos on 32. Two nice shots to set up the 10th frame for Ramos. So a pretty good match here between Moore and Sim. Each player with just one miss, but Moore holds an 11-pin lead if he strikes here in the fifth. Gets it. He always animated Moore. Wanted that 10-pin out of there. One of the few miscues we've seen from Ron Moore this week. Missing the 10-pin. See if Sim can take the advantage as Ramos finishes up with 187. She's scheduled to take on Paula Vidal. She has dropped out of the round robin. So they're already done with game 5 on the women's pair, so we'll see who's coming up next. Ramos, one last wave to the crowd before she heads off to her next match. We have a 9-pin match here. Advantage Todd Sim over Ron Moore. We start the 7th. Back-to-back high shots in lane 33 for Todd Sim. It really looked lined up there for Another big game after 258. Game 4 on this pair. Started off that way with the front 4, but has run into some troubles here in the 5th, 6th, and 7th. Robin Romeo and Suzanne Olsen will join us for Game 6 on the women's feature pair. All right, scores now updated online through game number 4. Lenny Borsch had a big 279 game. To put some distance between him and the rest of the field, 62-73 now, 107 pins ahead of his teammate Ron Moore, who's at 61-66. Those two still in pretty good shape for advancing. There's another 193 pins ahead of the rest of the field. Manuel Garcia in third, 59-73. He's 17 pins ahead of Andrew Frawley, 59-56. Todd Sim with the big jump with that big 258 game. He's now at 59-20, first one out. About 36 away from the top 4. He's up 10 in this match right now. Sean Cummings drops to 6th, 59-06. John Chapman in 7th, 58-92. And Vervink in 8th, 58-65. Lucy Sandlin still in the lead on the women's side through 4. 58-29. She has 113 pin advantage over Suzanne Olsen of Sweden. She's at 57-16. Robin Romeo in third, 56-50. Tish Johnson fourth at 56-15. And Martina Beckel moves into 5th. She's still about 130 out at 54.81. Carlson in 6th from Sweden, 54.47. And Ramos from Mexico, 53.66. Per Vidal, it does show a score for game 4, but it's not a whole bunch, so I'm guessing something happened where she decided it was best to drop out. So she's going to end up in 8th place. Game 6 underway on our women's feature pair. Still anybody's match in game 5 on our men's. Todd Sim, 10 pin advantage. He's gone high the last 2 times on 33. Let's see the adjustment. Gets him to fall. So Ron Moore will have to match in the 9th to keep it a 10-pin game. Moore goes high. Leaves the 610 through the nose. Ron Moore gets the first strike at the 10th, can still get to 227. Moore nearly leaves the 7-10. Has just the 10 left standing though. 217. So Todd Sim will just need good count here to take the win in the bonus pins. He tries to edge a little closer to a top 4 spot. That would be a story in itself. Sim in 13th going into the final game. Fires 297 to get the very last spot into qualifying for the round robin. Now he's knocking on the door of another medal round. Because he'll shoot 257. Back-to-back 250s, possibly for Sim. That's 240s now. Romeo with the slight advantage in our ladies match. Could be trouble and unable to get the 8-pin out from the bucket. Robin can open this up to a 27-pin lead if she can figure out lane 32. She has not been a fan of this pair throughout the week. She's had some struggles, but is looking to take advantage of a miscue by her opponent. Pulls that shot, but gets the hit. Todd Sim, back-to-back 250 games. Looking to sneak into the medal round. Good place for the 8-pin 256 to 217 victory. Todd Sim over Ron Moore. Romeo crossover in the 5th frame. She gets the trip 4 here in the 6th, takes advantage, makes it 3 in a row. The ladies' top 4 a little shaping up to be a little more determined. Outside of someone firing a big game here in the final 2 to really make a run. There's the top 4, and then it's a bit of a stretch from 5th and on, so much closer on the men's side. So we have Frawley and Chapman joining us. I think this is the first time we've seen Andrew Frawley on our feature pair here in this round. Frawley, your singles champion here. He also claimed silver last night in the team event. Once again, a long day for these competitors advancing to this round. Total of 13 games to determine the top 4 from the 18 games of qualifying throughout the week. Pinfall and bonus pins all carrying forward. And if you make the finals, it's another 2 games. So for those folks who make our title match, it'll be game 15 of the day. Romeo in control. So 27 right now, would be more if Olsen is unable to match the strike in the 8th. Ladies towards the end of game number 6. Guys just starting game number 6. A pair of marks will be enough to shut out Suzanne Olsen. And that will probably be enough right there to seal up the deal. Robin Romeo is going to take the win. Game 5 is updated online, so Romeo was down 95 coming into this match. Sandlin still on top, 60-29. Suzanne Olsen at 59-59, so she was 70 pins back of Sandlin. Romeo in third, 58-64. And Tish Johnson rounding out the top 5 at 57-86. About 90 pins between 4th and 5th. Crystal Carlson actually moved into 5th. She's at 56.95, so Romeo definitely going to make up a few pins on Olsen. But will it be enough? Romeo could still get to 248. Plus a 20 would essentially be 268. Olsen can max out at 189. So it'd be right around an 80 pin swing. Romeo gets the first one. She's the defending champion in the Masters portion of this event, taking home the title in the inaugural World Bowling Senior Championships back in 2013. On the guys' side, after 5, Lenny Borsch Jr. of the United States still ahead, up 112 on teammate Ron Moore. 64.95 for Lenny, 63.83 for Ron. And how about Todd Sim? leapfrogging his way into third place after back-to-back 250 games at 61.96. So there's still 185 pins between second and third. But Todd Sim now in third, 61.96. Manuel Garcia, 61.82. Andrew Frawley, first one out, 61.65. Ray Vervink, 61.07. Sean Cummings, 60.76, and John Chapman, 60.59. So, what a story, Todd Sim. It's his world, we're just living in it right now. 235 for Romeo. So at the bonus spins, that'll be 255. She'll gain at least 66 pins on Olsen, so it'll be about 25, 30, 35 pin difference heading into the final game on the ladies' side. Both Frawley and Chapman open in the fifth. Chapman with a 2-pin advantage heading into frame 6. It's Ron Moore covering the 2, 4, 10 on the right portion of your screen. Moore and Lenny Borsch look pretty solid to make it. Can kind of say the same thing about the top 4 on the women's side as we enter the final game. Tish Johnson and Suzanne Olsen joining us. Both well in the number. Really just a matter of who's going to get second and third between Olsen and Romeo. End up facing off against each other in the opening semifinal match in the medal round, if that was the case. The medal round was originally scheduled for a 3:30 start time locally here in Las Vegas. This is the Pacific time zone, but we started a half hour late today. That was a scheduled change made last night, so everyone knew about it. No one showed up too late. So I booked the YouTube event at 4 p.m. local time. That's 7 Eastern. We'll see if it's going to be at 4. We're going to push it back to 4:30. But regardless, it's going to be here on Bowl TV, both the semifinal and final rounds of both the men's and women's Masters competition. Frawley takes the lead as Chapman unable to strike in the 7th. The ladies already in game number 7. That's a Hall of Fame shot right there, folks. The timeless execution of Tish Johnson. Seen it for many years on the PWBA tour, now Getting to see it here. The World Bowling Senior Championships. All right, Frawley fell outside of the top four. As Todd Sim put together back-to-back 250 games, so Frawley is definitely going to be looking for a few more shots just like that down the home stretch here. Definitely not decided on the men's side by a long shot. First two looking pretty good. Lenny Borsch and Ron Moore, but three through four, still not decided. Tish nearly bowled on the wrong lane again. She did that in a previous match on this pair. She really likes 32, I guess. Still delivers on 31. I'm sure she'll appreciate me pointing that out. As Frawley makes it 4 in a row after the big 4 in the 5th. It's already up 18. If Chapman strikes in the 9th. If not, it'll be his match to coast with. Chapman gets the hit. And talking to John, I know he's been battling a knee injury this week. This was his first opportunity to represent his country, so he wasn't going to miss it for the world. He's put on a pretty spectacular performance overall. Bronze medal in singles, a silver in doubles, a gold in all events, and added another bronze in the team event yesterday. Frawley looking to get into the 250s here with a big 10th. Tish with the messenger. Kicks out the 7 with authority. Tish up again and delivers another strike. 4 in a row. Olsen looking to keep the distance at 22 pins with the strike here in the 5th. Great shot by Suzanne Olsen from Sweden. She's got a silver in the singles event. Lost to teammate Christina Nortensen in the finals. Silver in all events. And a bronze medal in team so far. Frawley can make it 252 plus 20. A total of 272. That'd be a definitely put some pressure on the guys in front of him. Great game, Andrew Frawley. 252 to 198 victory over John Chapman of Canada. Big four in the fifth frame. Only thing preventing him from running 290. All right, Olson and Johnson. Trading strikes here. This is the final game on the women's side. One more match to go for the guys. I believe we'll be seeing Frawley and Manuel Garcia. Garcia still bowling against Ron Moore on the pair to our right, 35 and 36. Olson gets the 4 to trip, along with a few of its friends. First non-strike since frame number 2 for either competitor. 2-4-5 for Olson in the 8th. Tish kicks out the 7, and this is really solidifying that top 4 overall. It was pretty sure coming into this match, but Tish was the number 4 spot. This might even be enough to shake up the standings a little bit more. Looks like Lucy Sandlin will be our 1 seed on the ladies' side. I don't think Robin Romeo is going to be able to catch up to Olson. They're in the 7th over on 29 and 30. Can Tish Johnson's big game run down Robin Romeo for the 3rd spot, maybe, as Olson crosses over. All right, Tish now in the 10th frame. Can get to 280. Leaves the 6. Spare she'll be in the 260, so she's recording the victory no matter what. Best Olsen can get to is 245. So Tish Johnson could add a possible 289 with one more strike to her final total. Might be close between her and Romeo when it's all said and done. Great finish for Tish Johnson, the USBC Hall of Famer, 269 in victory over Suzanne Olsen. So nice game for Suzanne, 232. They're both going to be in the medal round. Along with Lucy Sandlin and Robin Romeo, it appears. Women's standings have updated online through 62.43 for Sandlin, 61.44 for Olsen. She adds 232 to that. Romeo at 61.19 and Tish was at 60.53. So right now Robin is losing the match to Margarita Ramos. As they get ready for the 10th frame if they both cover their spares, so she may not get the 30 bonus pins. Or 20 bonus pins, excuse me. So that'll put the deficit at 46 pins in actual score. Most Romeo can get to 197, so it looks like Tish Johnson will actually move into third, and we'll have another match with Olsen. Of course, all that math unofficial on my end. Just me trying to put everything together real quick here. We'll see the actual results once they pop up. Because the women's Game 6 totals updated before the men's, who are bowling a little bit slower here. Game 6 loaded online. Frawley moved into third after that big 252 game. Lenny is going to be, he's looking very good to be the _1 seed. He's been locked in all day. Ron Moore still easily in second, Lenny's at 67.47. Moore 66.10. Frawley has a 44 pin advantage over Todd Sim. 64.37 for Frawley, 63.93 for Todd Sim. Garcia now the first player out, and nearly disaster after the double. Fortunate just lose a 10 pin, but he was 15 pins out with 63.78. Raver Vink 34 out, 63.59. Sean Cummings at 63.20. John Chapman at 62.57. Todd Sim has started open strike against Lenny Borsch. Lenny with 4 strikes to open the match. For Vink has started strike, spare, strike up in the 4th. His opponent has started with the first 4 strikes. And for Vink, it looked like he just 7-10'd. As did Frawley. Wow. Goodness. So it's Sean Cummings and Raver Vink on 37 and 38. Todd Sim and Lenny Borsch on 39 and 40. You can check out the live scoring application to follow along. You can find the link to that in the description area below. In our feature match, Andrew Frawley and Manuel Garcia. Fighting to see who's going to get some bonus bowling here. Frawley does have a 44 pin cushion on Sim and 59 pin cushion on Garcia. Todd Sim, strike, 8 out, 3-bagger. Currently not in good position in the match, though. If Lenny Borsch continues to strike, arguably with one miss, you're down 34, but that's the case. And Frawley nearly back-to-back splits, trying to hold on. Ladies are all done as Frawley misses the 4-7. Sandlin is your #1 seed at 64.56. She'll take on #4 seed Robin Romeo, 63.05. Suzanne Olsen of Sweden was your #2 seed with 63.76. She will face off against Tish Johnson, the U.S. with 63-42. Once again, total pinfall drops after this. It's just one-game matches. Finishing in fifth on the ladies' side, Martina Beckel of Germany, 61-56. Sweden's Crystal Karlsson finishes sixth, 61-06. Margarita Ramos of Mexico, seventh, 60-10, and Paula Vidal finished eighth. She ended up dropping out after or during game number 4. So those will be our lineups for our women's semifinal match. Coming up next, we'll verify what time it is scheduled to start in a little bit here. It's listed as 4 o'clock right now on our YouTube page. That's local time, 7 p.m. Eastern. But depending on how much time it takes here, and I think I get the lanes re-oiled for not only the semifinals but the finals as well. We gotta move some cameras around. So we will have to wait and see if they push it back to any later, or we're still going to try for that 4 o'clock start time. All right, Frawley spares in the 7th frame. Still up 15 in the match, despite back-to-back opens. Gomez had a double in the second and third. That's been it. Sean Cummings in control over Raver Vink right now. Can still shoot 278 for Vink's max. 227 after back-to-back opens, and Todd Sim just left a split in the 7th frame after 4 strikes in a row. So definitely nothing settled yet. Only 73 pins separated 4th from 7th. And for Garcia, not having the finish he was hoping for after falling out of the top 4. Not only loses count, but the washout, never a fun one to shoot at. So it may come down to these bonus pins in these matches. Sean Cummings leaves a 10 pin. He still has a max at 258. Oh, I thought Garcia was going to get that 6 wraps around the 10 though. His max now 194. He is in trouble. Todd Sim can still shoot 231, but not in good position to win the match. Frawley looking to seal up his spot right here. Had a 44 pin cushion on everyone behind him and has a chance to shoot 230. So that will certainly help his case. So he's looking pretty good right here. But that 4th spot could be several players right now. Garcia just not having a very good game here in the finale. Vervink can still get to 227, but he's still down in the match. For Todd Sim, he's looking at a spare in the eighth, excuse me, after an open. Also not in good position to win his match. Sean Cummings might be your fourth seed if he is able to finish this game off. He'd have to catch up 73 pins. He can still shoot in the 240s. Might need some help from Todd Sim along the way, though. That looks like bonus bowling right there for Andrew Frawley. Gonna make a bold prediction and say he's good to go for at least one more game. Todd Sim's max score now 221. He's getting ready to step up in the 9th frame. Good place for that for Andrew Frawley. He's going to be looking good here. Ray Vervink could still get to 227. Possibly win the match if Cummings opened. It's definitely going to come down to the wire here. Frawley finishes up with 219. So he's going to punch his ticket to the next round. Sean Cummings delivers a strike. He's going to get the win. He can max out at 247. With the bonus pins, that would be 267. That would put him at 65.87 total with bonus pins. Todd Sim did not strike in the 9th. He can cover the spare and max out at 210. He is not going to win that match. Covers the spare. It looks like he may need. Both players strike out. Although Cummings just left the 10 pin, that'll drop his score by 10 pins. Give him 65.77 officially. Sim can max out at 66.03. So he's got 26 pins to work with, stepping up in the 10th. So essentially, looks like a mark would wrap it up here. Once again, all of this very, very, very unofficial. Sean Cummings finishes up 237. Might not be enough, though. Before we turn off, even though there's nothing going on, we'll Todd Sim actually steps off the approach. We'll do the quick math here as he gets ready for his 10th frame. He steps off the approach. Porsche is going to be your top qualifier.
You say hi to Mel for me?
So Todd Sim now stepping up. Looking to make sure he gets his spot in here. I think even a 9 count here would be enough. So just decent count would seal the deal. 9 out would give him 188. That's a strike. So by my math, it's going to be Lenny Borsch facing off against Todd Sim in one of our semifinals. Ron Moore against Andrew Frawley in our other. That's going to do it for right now. We're going to turn the cameras off and get ready for the medal round. The final round of the 2015 World Bowling Senior Championships is going to come to a close after that. What a great week we've had here at Sam's-Town Bowling Center in Las Vegas. But don't go too far. Final round coming up about a half hour, possibly later. We'll have to wait and see. If we make a time change, it'll be on the YouTube page. So be sure to stop by there early and see if we make any changes. But that's going to be it. Do it for now. We'll see you soon here for the medal round at the 2015 World Bowling Senior Championships. I'm Aaron Smith with USBC Communications. Thanks again for stopping in.